Hey everybody, welcome back. I hope everybody's doing good today. I'm doing great. You already know when you see me, I'm back with more work from home jobs for you guys, and I'm going to get straight into the details. Let's go ahead and get straight into it. Okay, everybody, so let's get into these leads. It is Monday, so you know it's part-time Mondays on this channel. And if you're not familiar with my second channel, I post part-time jobs on that channel exclusively. So Lasean's PTO is strictly for part-time jobs. There will be a video going up today and another video on Wednesday, so head over there to check out those jobs as well. But let's not waste any time here. Let's get into our first opportunity, which is going to be one of our favorites, a 4-hour shift, and it's coming from the company Lingraphica. So this is a company that creates tablet-based devices and apps for individuals with speech and language challenges, such as those with autism or brain injuries. Okay, so let's go ahead and check out their career section. It's going to be at the bottom of the page. And it's just going to give you a little bit of information about the company, but then we're going to see the education and LMS support specialist. This is a remote part-time opportunity, temporary, Eastern Standard Time or Central Standard Time hours. So let's get into it. This is something I'm actually interested in as well, but I would have to tailor my resume for this particular position. But with this opportunity right here, under the guidance from the clinical education manager, it's going to involve drafting monthly webinar schedules, coordinating with multiple internal presenters on proposed days and times, maintaining webinar and event schedules, and informing vested teams in Slack of upcoming webinars to ensure proper staffing to support, making simple edits to video content, ensuring quality of on-demand course recordings, and ensuring final links to Canva presentations are saved to SharePoint. Also setting up meetings for stakeholders for webinars and large initiatives, so webinars and events, and also running quality control checks prior to all large webinars, so ensuring Zoom settings are set, post work is accessible, and also checking overall webinar quality. It's going to also involve editing Canva presentations when changes in overall Lingraphica offerings impact content, replacing master copies, and creating new handouts. And under the guidance of the senior events and LMS specialists, you're going to also post live webinar offerings, monthly on-demand courses, and self-study sessions in the top class LMS, and also assist with event follow-ups. Now, there will be additional duties like maintaining notes, records, and logs in HubSpot for all communication with SLPs, and regular use of Slack, Outlook, and other communication platforms to maintain timely team communication. And so they like someone that's computer savvy with Microsoft Office 365 experience. That's required. Also, Slack, PowerPoint, Excel, Canva, HubSpot, or similar CRM is preferred. Experience with LMS systems is preferred. Also self-motivated, flexible, and organized. Also the ability to multitask, and a high school diploma and 1 to 2 years of customer service experience and experience working with learning management systems is a plus. And so this opportunity is looking to start around February 13th, 2026. It's going to be 20 hours a week, Monday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. or 10:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. So pretty good opportunity here. I am highlighting the compensation here right now. So let's move on to our next opportunity. This one is coming from the Christian Broadcasting Network, and I've featured this company on my channel many times. And this is an American Christian media production and distribution organization, been around for many, many years. Let me scroll to the bottom of the page so that I can get to their career section. And this company tends to have part-time jobs on a regular basis, so definitely keep them on your radar when you're looking for a part-time opportunity. And so right now they have the remote first shift contact center. It can be worked full-time and part-time. I featured this one already, but they do also have the second shift contact center representative, again, full-time and part-time. They only hire from the states highlighted here, so if you're in those states, you're good to go. But getting into more details, it's going to be 3 p.m. to midnight Eastern Standard Time or 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. Central Standard Time, and part-time positions work about 20 to 25 hours a week, And also here is the compensation right here. So with this opportunity, it's going to involve communicating and connecting with established and prospective CBN partners through ministering prayer, using accepted biblical doctrine, sharing information about CBN and its affiliate ministries, and encouraging financial support. Also, serving in this position facilitates ministry activities and contributes to CBN's biblical mission to advance the gospel of Jesus Christ worldwide. Now, they would like for the candidates to have their own reliable high-speed internet access and also a router, and also be able to hardwire into the computer equipment provided by the company. They'd like 1+ years of experience as a contact center agent or similar customer service related work, excellent ability to effectively interact with callers and consistently perform contact center processes, knowledge of the Bible, strong listening skills, fluent English or bilingual English and Spanish, strong computer skills, and also coachable, self-motivated, and excellent interpersonal skills. I do have all of these resources listed on a blog post on my website. You can check out that blog post. The link is going to be in the description bar of this video. Okay, everybody, so before we get into more job leads, we all know the job market is unpredictable. We have no control over the job market, but what we do have control over is how we present ourselves in this job market, okay? So the first step with that is making sure that your resume truly, highlights your qualifications and skills for remote opportunities, okay? So it's a total difference between a remote resume and a resume for jobs outside of the home. So if your resume fills out outdated, or if you've been applying for a while and you're not getting any type of callbacks, it may be time to get your resume reviewed or revamped so that you can make sure that you're presenting yourself in the best way possible. Okay, so I'd love to assist you with that. You can check out my services. The link is in the description bar, and you can also use code SAVE5. That's going to get you $30 off any order of $30 or more. So I look forward to assisting you guys. Let's go ahead and get into the next set of job leads. So our next opportunity is coming from Kuali, and this is a company that provides cloud-based software for higher education institutions, helping them manage various administrative and academic operations. And so I'm going to hover over their About section, and then I will see Work With Us, which will lead me to their careers. And so once I get there, I will see the part-time accounting clerk. And so with this opportunity, it's going to be about 5 to 10 hours a week. It's going to be a flexible opportunity, and it's going to involve assisting with day-to-day accounting and administrative tasks, and also researching, tracking, and resolving any issues that arise, keeping the controller and other team members informed on progress and task status, and jumping in wherever is needed to support the small team. Looking for a flexible candidate who's also dependable and organized and detailed, and a clear communicator, and comfortable with being part of a fully remote team and have a suitable work from home environment. Now, they like familiarity with basic accounting principles, experience with accounting software, background or interest in higher education or software as a service. So our next opportunity is coming from Common Ground, and this is a company that's been nationally recognized as one of the most comprehensive crisis service agencies in the country. They do help people find hope when they need it the most, okay? So their career section is going to be under the About tab, so we're going to check out their career opportunities. We'll see the Michael 988 Crisis Specialist, okay? So with this opportunity right here, I am highlighting the compensation. They do have full and part-time shifts available. It's going to include logging into helpline applications, responding to incoming calls of varying crisis nature, providing crisis support to 988 callers, and offering information on available resources like homeless shelters, food pantries, mental health services, substance use treatment facilities, also employing de-escalation techniques to assist callers in crisis, taking Michigan calls from the National Suicide Prevention Helpline and 988 Helpline, also coordinating with EMS or police to complete active rescue as needed, documenting each encounter, and conducting follow-up calls to ensure successful access to services, also collaborating with the shift supervisor and other staff to provide or receive support, and also they'd like a high school diploma or GED, a minimum of 1 year of work or volunteer experience in a mental health or crisis service field or equivalent education or training, also at-home high-speed internet on a private network, and a private HIPAA-compliant dedicated home office space. And so our next opportunity is coming from Guidehouse, which is a global management consulting firm that provides advisory, technology, and managed services to commercial and government clients. So their career section is at the top of the page, and we're just going to search part-time, and then we will see the hospital inpatient coder part-time opportunity, okay? So with this opportunity right here, it's going to involve maintaining a working knowledge of ICD 9 and 10 PCS and CPT coding principles, governmental regulations, official coding guidelines, and third-party requirements regarding documentation and billing. Also assuring that all services documented in the patient's chart are coded with appropriate ICD-10 PCS codes. And when services and diagnoses are not documented properly, the candidate will seek to obtain proper documentation in a timely manner according to facility standards. Also achieving and maintaining 95% accuracy in coding while maintaining a high level of productivity and maintaining average productivity standards as followed. So 2 IP charts per hour. These productivity standards are Guidehouse general expectations and are subject to change based upon Guidehouse client agreements and or factors as determined by management. So they'd like a minimum of 2 years plus of previous work experience coding hospital acute care inpatient records, CCS, RHIT, or RHIA certification from AHIMA or CIC is required. Must have experience working in systems such as Epic, Cerner, Optum, and or 3M. Also, good working knowledge of anatomy and physiology, as well as medical terminology and advanced knowledge of coding clinics, and be able to work part-time hours, evening and weekend hours are available. So they would also like previous experience working with CDI and physician queries, and have the ability to analyze provider documentation and assign codes accurately. Also, strong knowledge and application of government and other payer guidelines as they relate to compliant coding. And so here is the compensation for this opportunity here. Of course, this is based on full-time hours, so everything would need to be prorated for part-time hours. Okay, so those are all the jobs that I have for you today. Leave any questions or comments below, and you guys know that I appreciate you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Good luck to everyone who applies for the jobs.